guys. It is, well, when you're watching this, it's probably afternoon, but it is no, yes, it is Monday when you're watching this. I'm not filming it on a Monday, but it is book club suggestion day. So welcome back. I know we took a little bit of a break, but we are back on. Charmaine needed some time off, and honestly, I could use a little break too. I mean, I was still posting my other content, but you guys know I pre-film the unboxings and hauls, and I the vlogs are obviously like footage I already have because I'm a little behind on those. So the book club ones are the only ones I kind of do on the spot. So it was nice not to have to worry about those for a little bit. But we are back in full swing. So you guys know the current book we are reading is, I was going to say The Screaming Staircase. No, that was the first one. We are reading The Whispering Skull by Lockwood & Co. So this book is the suggestion. So it's the things we want to read after this book. So for November, basically. And even though October is like the spookiest month and spooky month is over by the time we read the next book, I am going to recommend some spooky-ish books. Because it's fall, I still like the spooky vibes. Even last year we read like, not spooky, but it was like a magic type of book in November. It was The Heartbreak of Magic, and that was the one I literally never posted my review because it was really hard for me to get through because it deals with a grandmother's death, and my grandmother's death was so fresh and new last year at that time. So anyway, so we're going to go on with the spooky vibes, and then maybe we'll do something more jolly for December. They're not Halloween-based books like I was almost going to suggest I have like the X-Hex and spell-style ones, but October will be over, so I'm going to do spooky or like fantasy, not necessarily like Halloween. So I'm going to have 3 books for you guys that I want to suggest. Of course, make your suggestions down below as well. This is a community, and then it will be a voting poll on my community tab. So I figured I would suggest The Hollow Boy or Hollow Boy by Lockwood, which is the 3rd book since we read the first 2 together. So Screaming Staircase was the first one. The Whispering Skull was the second one. And then the 3rd one is this one right here, which I don't own. So if it gets the most votes, I will purchase it. Either way, I will eventually finish the series. I do really like it. I think altogether the series has 5 books. Then I have 2 other ones I want to suggest. So the next one I have is The Serpent and the Wings of the Night. I think Charmaine has read this one. I feel like I heard her talk about it. I picked this up during a Barnes & Noble sale. I even have the signed edition. I've heard really good things about this book. Oh yeah, there's a signature right in there. And basically, they kind of say it's more like a grown-up Twilight. So it says, for humans or vampires, the rules of survival are the same. Never trust, never yield, and always, always guard your heart. It says it's a tale of heart-wrenching romance, dark magic, and bloodthirsty intrigue. So I have been dipping my toes into some more fantasy-style things. I used to love the vampire genre in like the 2008, 2010 era when I was like a senior in high school. You guys know Twilight was huge. Vampire Diaries, True Blood. So this is really nostalgic for me, just like the Lockwood & Co. is nostalgic for me for that time period. So I want to continue with those style of books. I want to read just a little thing from the back because it really like makes you think about it. It even says it has all the fun of A Court of Thorn and Roses, which is a huge book series that a lot of people love. I've never read it yet. I want to. But it says, we're allies, he said firmly. You need to let me get close to you. My heart beat faster. Faster, faster. My throat was thick, my skin slick. No, I said, as calmly as I could manage. I don't. The realization shifted in his face. You are afraid of me. No, I wasn't, I told myself. Fear did not exist. Fear is just a collection of physical responses. But I wasn't fooling anyone. Of course he could feel my heartbeat. Of course he could smell the rush of my blood. I think his name is Rain. That's the only thing about these like fantasy style books. The names are very strange. It's Rain with an H between the I and N. I'm going to say Rain. Misha said from the other side of the room. Back up, I commanded. I am not going to hurt you. How close do I have to get without splitting you open to make you believe that? Don't trust anyone, Vincent whispered in my ear. Rain took another step. This close, I didn't blink. Couldn't take my gaze off a predator this near to me. Less than one stride. So close. I could count the beads of sweat on his collarbone. So close I could see the flutter of his pulse beneath the angle of his jaw. Stop. This close? Back up, Rain. He looked me dead in the eye. No, he said, and took one more step. So that is the second book I am suggesting. And then the third book is an author we have read before. I have been dying to read this book. Joe got me this book last year. I don't know if it was for my birthday or for Christmas. I think it was, actually it was Valentine's Day. That's right. I'm almost certain he made me a book bouquet. And it is The Teacher. This is by Freida McFadden. I love Freida McFadden. She's the author of The Housemaid, which we read together as a book club. Housemaid was a series. I read the second one and the third one, which is The Housemaid's Secret and The Housemaid is Watching You. So incredible. She is an incredible author. One of my favorite books by her is The Inmate. And I still think about that book to this day. She is really good with the twists and turns. She is not predictable at all. You never guess the ending of her books. Eventually, I would like to have her entire collection and read them all. I'm literally part of the Freida McFadden's fan club on Facebook. And people literally create like lists with like cute little images. And people like check off what books they've read. But there's like a whole list here. The Coworker, One by One, The Locked Door, Never Lie. She is an incredible author, and she's actually a neurosurgeon in real life in Boston. So she is from my area. That was incredible when I heard that. I could not believe it. Now, I think she said she only goes to the hospital 1 to 2 days a week because she has blown up as an author, and now she makes a lot of money through her books, obviously, and tours and stuff like that. And I love her because all her books are on Kindle Unlimited. So if this book wins and you have Kindle Unlimited, I'm sure you can get her books at the library for sure. And she says all the time, she charges like the lowest possible price that Amazon allows. Because she knows she makes good money as a doctor, so she doesn't necessarily need to make money off her books. She makes money more off the tours and stuff like that. And the appearances. But it's a lesson she'll never forget. The Teacher by Freida McFadden. And it says, Lesson 1, trust no one. Eve has a good life. She gets up each day, gets a kiss from her husband, and heads off to teach math at the local high school. All is as it should be, except last year, Casement High was rocked by a scandal with one student, Addie, at its center. And this year, Eve is dismayed to find the girl in her class. Addie can't be trusted. She lies, she hurts people, she destroys lives. At least that's what everyone says. But nobody knows the real Addie. Nobody knows the secrets that could destroy her if people at the school found out. And when Eve discovers the shocking truth, Addie will do anything to keep her quiet. From New York Times bestselling author Freida McFadden comes a story of twisting secrets and long-awaited revenge. I'm not gonna lie, I'm leaning a little more towards this book, but don't let me sway you. You guys read what you want. I actually have 2 weeks off for Christmas. This year I'm really excited because Christmas lands on a Wednesday and New Year's Day lands on a Wednesday, so they're actually giving us the 2 full weeks off, and I'll be off from school, and it'll be cold, so my ass is just going to stay home and read a lot. Probably going to read more jolly books though, because that's the mood I'm going to be in. I'm usually more of a mood reader, but yeah, so I will be recommending The Teacher by Freida McFadden, The Serpent and the Wings of the Night by Carissa Broadbent. And then finally, the third book in the Lockwood series, since we are reading the second one right now, which is Hollow Boy by Jonathan Stroud, right here. Let me know your suggestions down below. And of course, I don't do book club alone. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I do it with my friend Charmaine. So she will be in the title, linked in the description box. Go check out her video and her suggestions. I'm really curious to see what she suggests. She hasn't had a new video in a while. Oh, we did the advent calendar yesterday, but I'm definitely happy to have 2 in a row by her. I missed watching her. I talk to her all the time on text, but it's one thing to like see her in a video format. She's always so giddy and she gets so excited about book club, and I love seeing that energy from her. We did Zoom once. We're talking about doing that more again. Life just gets in the way. But I love seeing her like in person. I know obviously it's different, but you know, it's different than just a text message. So definitely go check out my friend Charmaine, see what book she suggests. You guys make your suggestions down below. Like I said, it will be in a community tab I always try to do it by Friday, Saturday, and that community tab will be up for about a week, and whatever one with the most votes is what we will read for book club for November. You guys are seeing this on Monday. That's book club day. Tuesdays and Thursdays on my channel are unboxings and hauls. Wednesdays, What's Up Wednesday, so it can be different every week. Friday is a vlog. Saturday is outfits of the week. I know I didn't get to do that last week. It was the last week of my class, and it was a crazy week. But that's majority of the time, that is what it is. I do post at least 6 days a week, if not 7. If that interests anybody, definitely consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell so you're notified next time I upload. If you like me, you like the video, you like book club, give it a thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm. And be safe, guys.